I was going to try and make this nice and simple as to how I've actually went about mounting the Raptor body onto this 124019. So the LC Racing mounts came. There's the short one there at the front, and you can see I've mounted it behind the suspension tower. So the rear one is exactly the same. Took the spoiler off, fitted it, but this time I've put it on the back rather than inside the front, because I feel as though it just gives it a bit more support over the top of the shock towers. So if that would have go on the back, it's braced here. So if you had it on the inside, I'll swing this around, if you had it on the inside there, you haven't got anything to brace those on. So I'd say that's a better option. But anyways, so like I said, it's just a quick little how I've ended up getting the body up. So having the car set up, here's the body. I've trimmed the body out just a little bit. Obviously I've left excess on the base there. I've also, if I can just twist this round, so as you can see on the front there, you can just make out where the cut line still is, because I am actually wanting to put a splitter on this, so I've left a lot on. You can see where the cut line is there to the line of the masking tape. That's where you guys would probably be cutting off if you aren't, you know, copying this build or anything like that, or wanting to put splitters on. So that sits on nicely as is so far. It's just dropped on. That's it, just sat on top of the mount. So if I turn it around, when I was just getting this lined up, obviously from this height, you can see it a lot better with your eyes than you can on camera, obviously. I lined the back up roughly with the arches, obviously, so I got myself in a nice position where I thought I'm happy with that. Then for me, because I've used, these are 30mm, they're not the 26, I'm putting an offset design on this. So when I squeeze mine down, the wheel actually sits within the arch, and that happens on the other side as well, if you can just see that. So it sits down, so it kind of lined itself up. And if I go over the back, you can see where my first dab was with a marker. I wasn't quite happy with that, because when I came to the front, it was way back. So this here, the position I've got it in, is with me adjusted holes. So obviously I took those out. I've got one of those body reamer things, and then just to keep it in position, I took the mount and I just put it in upside down. So this isn't, you know, I guess yous could do it this way, but this is just me trying to make it easier on myself. And then what I could do is I could lift the front up a little bit. So as you can see, if you were to take the body off completely to where the lines are, you've got way more than adequate clearance on this. So anyways, I lifted it up until I was kind of happy where it was. And as you can see there, if I sat it down on top of the wheels, I just dabbed it with the marker, popped my holes in, and then that was me pretty much done. So I'll put that out down just for a second, because the mounts are massive. They're really long. I've cut these down here. The smaller ones are going to be for the rear, and also cut these ones down here. Those are going to be for the front. So as you can see, I can still shorten them. It's not going to affect any of the tie rods or anything like that. The back there won't affect the suspension coming up or anything like that. But like I say, you can shorten them again. I'm actually wanting this as low as possible, so these will be getting shortened again. But just for the time being, they've got tiny little holes in there, as you can see. So I'll orientate the front ones going across, but these back ones, if you look at the shape of the body, which I'll show you in a second, because I'm going to put the body back on. So the way I've done it is, my mounts will, once I push this on, what was I going to say there? What was I going to point out? Sorry. Yeah, obviously I want this low. I'm just doing this because there's a subscriber, I think Ronnie Hutchinson, if I remember your name rightly, dude. I said that I understand that you want to see how I'd done my body. So obviously this is on now. I just haven't put the clips in. The back here, because the way the body's actually shaped, I wouldn't want my pins coming across. So the way it actually fits is quite nice. If you put your pins on the angle, I'll just pop this other one in there. I haven't put my grub screws in, obviously, you just seen us put the poles in. So the back actually sits across like that. Now, I like the look of that. And when I push down, my wheels come within my arches. Very nice. I mean, I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving this body and this build. The only thing I'm not loving is the fact that I've got a thumb that keeps us down, stopping from progressing further. So there's the front ones in. Obviously I'll put that one in backwards there, sorry. I'll put them both in backwards because I like my pins being, my heads and my pins being out over like so. So I'll just spin this round. If you can see the front now. So as you can see, the wheels do stick out because of it being a Raptor body. It's a short course body, so it'll be a little bit higher up for use. So if yous are fitting it, it's going to kind of be like that. Plus your arches are going to be cut dramatically different to mine. But I'm going to leave mine sat as low as I can. I'm going to take a tiny little bit more out of the body. So hopefully that will be my sitting position. My sitting position on these front posts. I'm hoping the front posts, are only going to go up about that, if you can just see through the body there. So that's the way I want my front posts. And my back posts, I want those just flat. I mean, I wish I could even get this lower. Sorry about the dreadful camera work. So I can add more droop to the back as well, which is going to obviously sit mine down lower. And when you look at the position of the body, I've still got a little bit more of the body to actually cut off. The front looks as though it's going to be too low, but like I said, I've got to raise these up so slightly, so if I can get it to hold actually. That's the way it's sitting so far. So if this video helps, for those of you who wanting to buy the body, then head on over to phatbodies.co.uk. They're a fantastic company. Like I say, it absolutely transforms the look of your RC car from that little shape shell thing that you get with it. I don't know what you want to call it. But some other news as well is I have the LC racing springs on the back. The problem is though, I did buy 2 pairs of the front springs. So yeah, they're in the back anyways. They offer some great tension. The front, I had to change back over to the original ones. I had some leakage with the black shocks. That's what happens when you buy cheap. But as you can see, that's fine. That's more than enough, I feel. So that was meant to be a quick little update. I hope you've bared with us there, and I'll see you when the motor and that gets mounted. Or that's another thing, because I'm constantly forgetting things. So this is the motor setup I've got. I did show you that one, but this is the one I was after. So this is the 80 amp ASC. It's a 3660, and I do believe that this one's the 3500 kV that I was after. So really interested to see what this one does, guys. So that's a little update. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Really helps us out, helps us go forward and that, and encourages us to bear through this pain to bring you the videos. Because I mean, I could just do it on my own and it would be a lot quicker, but putting things on video, it does take time. So thanks for bearing with us, guys. I hope you enjoyed the update.